Today in Matt's class, I am going to take you through the steps of drawing an awesome male caricature. I am so excited because today hanging out with me is Mr. Jeff Sornig, and Jeff has worked at, you've probably heard of Nickelodeon Animation Studios, but also Jeff has worked on license projects for Invader Zim, Steven Universe, and Rick and Morty, for crying out loud, which is awesome, super cool. Well, today, actually, I am going to put Jeff in the chair, and I am going to do a caricature of Jeff. But also, there is a sketchbook challenge where Jeff is drawing me and giving you all of the awesome tips. I'm sure his video is better than mine, so check out that sketchbook challenge for sure. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to draw you.
Sounds good.
We are drawing a caricature. This is kind of a cartoon. You are exaggerating people's features. So this is going to be really interesting because we've actually had a lot of videos recently where we are showing the correct way to draw people and to draw people realistic, and we talk about proportion and shading and everything else. We are taking all of that, crumpling it up, and throwing it out the window because we are going to get zany today. So what you are doing on purpose, you are exaggerating the features. So I really need you guys to break out of your comfort zone, and a lot of times we get worried like, oh, we want to draw people to make them look good. If you're drawing someone that has a big nose, you need to seriously just draw a nose, and then that's the head, and then two little beady eyes and a mouth under it, right? You really need to exaggerate the head. If someone has a head that's kind of shaped like a jar, why not draw a jar and then put their face in there? Now, there are certain lines you don't want to cross. Like you wouldn't want to give someone bloodshot eyes, or you wouldn't want to have someone have like totally cracked out teeth, or give someone acne. You wouldn't want to have flies buzzing around their head to like make it look like they smell like butt or something like that. Like that would obviously be really mean. But exaggerating features and kind of, I make no bones about it, you are making fun of people's features. You're exaggerating them, but it's all in good fun. And if you find a buddy to do a caricature with, you guys can take turns poking fun at each other, and we are going to have a lot of fun with that today. So here's what I like to do when I am drawing a caricature of someone. I like to get to know them so that I can customize my drawing. It's not that we're just making fun of them, we're trying to do a caricature, but we're also finding out what their interests are, what do they like, and we're gonna do a cool cartoon that makes them laugh as well, and something that they think is neato torpedo. So this is usually how I begin, something a little like this. Hey, how you doing? My name is Matt. What, and your name is?
I'm Jeff.
Jeff, okay, excellent. Let's see, I'm gonna draw you straight on, so if I can have you just tilt your head just a little bit more straightforward like so. I am going to take a look at the overall shape of Jeff's head, and I want to try to find a way to exaggerate it, but I want to work with some basic shapes and see if I can find some kind of design to it. And when I look at the shape, also the contour of Jeff's hair, he's actually strikingly handsome. It's actually tough when you've got someone that has very symmetrical features. You don't really know what to exaggerate. I'm gonna kind of get a basic shape in here. Yeah, something like this looks good. Jeff has tiny ears, so I'm gonna make them little and kind of put them down here, like so. For a split second there, he kind of has one eye a little more squinty and one eye a little more open, so I'm gonna definitely do that. That's cool. All right, nose, smile, something like that, and then killer goatee. I'm digging it already. Put their name, so I'm gonna have Jeff in the background like so. And then I like to get to know who I'm drawing. Sometimes I can infuse that into the overall body, and ideally with caricatures, a lot of times you have a giant head with a little body that kind of helps with the caricature of the whole thing. So Jeff, tell me about yourself. What are you into? Obviously you're really into cartoons and animation. What kind of music do you listen to? Are you into video games?
Music, I'm 80s heavy metal kind of guy, so not the hair bands, the more thrashy, you know, Metallica, Megadeth stuff.
Awesome.
Movies, right now because it's Halloween time, I'm heavy duty into watching horror flicks.
Nice. What do you collect?
I'm a big animated toy collector. So if it's a cartoon figure based on an animated property, I'm buying it.
When I'm drawing the pencil stage, I really want to stay kind of loosey-goosey, and I just want to kind of get some of the basic shapes in there. Now what I'm going to do, I have a thicker Sharpie and I have a thinner one. I'm going to use the thicker Sharpie to kind of get in some of the outlines and some of the major areas that are standing out, and then I'll get more refined with some of the details. And you want to try to be quick with it. In fact, that's probably my weakness with caricatures. I probably spend a little too much time, to be honest. So I don't want to draw every detail with this thicker Sharpie. I just want to get in some of the main areas, anywhere where there's like a darker shadow or just like a feature that's just a little bit more pronounced. I don't want to go too dark on the eyebrows. My style of doing caricatures, and there's so many different styles, there's actually conventions, not just for cartoons and animation, but specifically for caricatures. I've always wanted to go to one just because I love, usually people do them really quick, and just seeing the variety of styles that people have, it's just crazy and super, super cool. I think they're in Vegas too, so man, that sounds like so much fun. My style of doing it, I try to draw all of my proportions crazy and cartoony, and then I kind of get within those crazy proportions, I get a little bit more realistic, and that's just the style that I do, but there's so many different ways you can do it. I'm almost done. The last thing I'm going to do, just so I don't have to pull this marker out again later, I'm actually going to sign it now with this one. And then I'm ready to move to the detail marker just to get a little bit of those details. So this is my extra fine point Sharpie. So I'm going to start with the hair and just get a little more detail in here. Shape the eyebrows in just a little bit more. You could use markers or something like that if you wanted to add a little bit more. I want to erase just a little bit of my construction lines to clean it up a little bit. But the last thing that I want to do is I'm going to want to go back in with my pencil, and I'm just going to add just a little bit of shadow just to give it a little bit of form. And not all caricatures will add in like extra shading or rendering like that, but that's just my style of doing it. So I'm gonna add a little bit of shading in here, the ears a little bit. Jeff's brow is just a little bit more pronounced. So I wanna get just a little bit of shading under here. Eyebrows are a little bit darker towards the front here. I can shade those in a little bit darker here. More of the ball of the nose there. A little bit more of a shadow under the lip. Oh, that helps. That's what I was missing. Just a little bit more under there. I think that is my caricature.
Oh, it's pretty solid. I can definitely tell that's Jeff's.
And then this is what's fun when they get to see.
Nice.
All right. Now you guys do one. Did you enjoy class today? If so, give me a like. If there's something you'd like to see me cover in a future video, let me know what that is in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I've also got a video series called Sketchbook Challenge that helps your drawing, creativity, and fill up an awesome looking sketchbook. Plus, there are videos on You Can Draw Star Wars, Hollywood is Dead, and sneak peeks at the Aladdin 3477 Motion Picture Trilogy. In order to not miss any new videos, hit that notification bell. Sharing is caring, and it's great to inspire your friends. Share this video on social media and your friends will share awesome art tips they find with you. If you're on Instagram, you can follow me at Matt_Busch_Instagram. I'll see you back in the classroom soon. Don't be tardy.